Well, this should be good. Hi, and welcome to tier list that I've always kind of thought to do, but never did, and that's the Arkham games. Honestly, the only reason I haven't, ranked them until now is really because of the fact that I talk about which one's my favorites a lot. But I thought I would finally go through and rank every single Arkham game. Some of these are going to be hard to place because I either haven't played it in a while or I don't have experience with it at all. But only one of these I've never ever played. But I know quite a bit of it to kind of put into my general thoughts about it. You know what? Let's fucking do this, dude. Let's fucking go. Arkham Asylum. Okay, the atmosphere is S tier. The themes are S tier. The story is A tier. It was S. Oh my god, I'm gonna put it in A. It's our first A. And by the way, none of these games, except for except for especially one of them, they're all pretty good, no matter what. So I'm putting them A tier. It's not my favorite, but it sometimes wants to sneak up on you. I just love the setting of Arkham though. I think going back to it, especially with the combat, it's a bit more robust than the others. But also, you can't really expect Arkham Knight level of fluidity in the combat in Arkham Asylum back in 2009. They kind of had to start from square one, but the combat at the time was so revolutionary that it felt so fluid. And then Arkham City took another step further, and then Arkham Origins was kind of on the same level as Arkham City. And then Arkham Knight took it to a whole new direction with that new suit. You're just gliding through the air like water. But I just don't think I can... You know what? I'll put it in S for mainly the atmosphere and what it did. Because without this game being good, I mean, we wouldn't have any other great games. We might not even have Spider-Man PS4 or anything. Because previous to this, sure... Batman had some good games with Batman Begins and Batman Vengeance, especially Batman Vengeance. And I do really like Batman Begins. But, for the last really great, I guess, superhero game was Spider-Man 2. I feel that Batman Arkham Asylum really started letting people feel comfortable making superhero games because it had such a long history of bad, like Superman 64 or Aquaman Battle for Atlantis. You know, you have these games that just suck. I mean, oh my god, I don't even want to think about Batman Dark Tomorrow. That's still one of the worst things I've ever played in my life. Oh, golly. Okay, Arkham City's gonna go in S tier above Arkham Asylum. Depending on the day, it's gonna be this and another game as my top spot in Arkham. I'm gonna move Asylum down to A. Just to because I'm gonna put so many things in S that it's hard. It's hard. Well, I just don't want it to get flooded. Everything's an S tier. Sure. But Arkham City just took Arkham Asylum and expanded it. And the good thing about Arkham City that I think gets lost in Arkham Knight is you're out of the asylum, so you have a bigger playground, but they found a way to still make you feel constricted, and that's kind of hard to pull off. And Arkham City as a concept is really, really cool. I didn't think the twist at the end was that amazing. I'm talking about the Hugo Strange and or Raish. You know, but man, that's one of the saddest endings. There are two endings that stick in my head as such perfect endings to something, and it's Arkham City and it's Persona 3. I mean, when I was a kid, I was 10 when I first played Arkham City. Well, I should just say I was 10 when it released because I played it at release. It was the first time that I played a game that I was like, oh, this is... Arkham Asylum was the first game that I was like, oh, this is, mature. And then Arkham City comes out and was like, oh, that's like, I was thinking about it for days, weeks and months and years, and I'm still thinking about it. So Arkham City, I'm 100% gonna say it. I think I think Arkham Asylum and Arkham City is a one in a. I mean, it's impressive that you have Arkham Asylum be a masterpiece, and then to do it again. I mean, well, I love music, and I love all these other things. And in music, you'll have an artist, or a band that will put out a masterpiece first record and never be able to follow it up properly. It's very hard to do because you put your life and your sweat and tears into something and do this magic trick to make something like Arkham Asylum, and it's very hard to do it again. It's very, very hard. I think there's a few series that's done it. I think Mass Effect 1 to 2 is a perfect example. I think, going from like Persona 3 to Persona 4 is one of them. I mean, it took everything from Arkham Asylum and just was so perfect to the point where the ending is so good that if they were like, hey, we made Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, fuck Batman, the story is complete, and you end it like that, that's actually that would actually be crazy. So Arkham City is just Arkham Asylum, but just brought to a bigger scale. But anyway, Arkham City Lockdown, I'll put it in D tier. I know the gameplay. It's the one that I haven't played at all out of all these. Well, technically, I'll get to Arkham Shadow later. But it's the one that I have no clue about, like, the story, but I have looked online for, like, gameplay and stuff. And you can't even play it anymore, so I'm gonna put it in D tier because I think it's a really cool concept, and I'm saving F spot for something else. Arkham Origins is gonna go in S tier, and I'm gonna put it behind Arkham City, but this is where I'm conflicted. Arkham Origins, I think, has such a lovely vibe to it. Like, I love the Christmas setting. I love the lines that Troy Baker does for Joker. Have you ever had a really bad day? Mr. Kushner? I just love that like jokey fun, and after Arkham City, it was like a very needed thing. Coffee break. What was I talking about? A really bad day? That's not funny. Troy Baker's Joker is, if, like, genuinely, if, let's we'll never have Mark Hamill as Joker or Kevin Conroy as Batman ever again. But if you instead just keep using Troy Baker and Roger Craig Smith, hey, I'm here for it. I think they're both wonderful at their performances. Roger Craig Smith captures the angry Batman, which I love. I love the calculated Batman of Asylum and City, but I love an angry Batman. And also, this game has the best DLC. I mean, Cold Heart is such a great DLC, and Heart of Ice is my second favorite episode from the animated series. My favorite is obviously Joker's favor, which is Harley Quinn's first appearance, which was the first time I saw her and fell in love. Of course, this was on VHS tapes. Like, my uncle recorded episodes and put them on a VHS tape, and they would just happen to be one of them. I'm not saying I saw it live, but I'm just saying I saw that and I was like, who's that? She makes me feel very happy. I think the most impactful episode has always kind of been Heart of Ice, and Cold Heart is such a beautiful DLC and something that pays so much tribute to to that story that was created by Paul Dini. But Arkham Origins, it's like a Christmas game as a holiday winter game. It is so lovely, even though you keep getting reminded that it is Christmas. Like, it's a Christmas game. I love his angst. I love when he's holding up Mickey, but he's like holding him up and then he drops him into like the Christmas tree. Like, makes him just fall into this Christmas tree. And the first time, like you fight all these people and then you capture him. And Batman's like holding him up and interrogating him by his throat. And then he just goes unconscious. And Batman just goes, damn. And his eyes are just like, he just looks like, God damn it, are you serious? I have to deal with this now. I love that. I love early Batman stories. Obviously, Batman Year One is a good comic. These have the best boss fights. I mean, that Bane boss fight. I mean, both of them are insane. They're like, the two Bane boss fights are perfect. I think the only one that you can put up against it from the other games is Mr. Freeze, which I didn't even talk about. Because, I mean, what more can I say about Arkham City and the Mr. Freeze boss fight? I've already talked about the boss fights in a different video, so go check that out if you want to. But Arkham Origins is just, I don't know, it's just so special. And I know that people love the Deathstroke boss fight. I don't think it's as great as people think. That's my hot take on the Arkham Origins, but I love it. You got hot women, and you got the origin stories of a lot of characters, and you get to see the relationship. As somebody who loves Harley, seeing Harleen and seeing like the kind of blossoming of the relationship is so cool to see. And I love it so much. Does it contradict some things that will later be established in the other Arkham games? Sure. But I think just calling it Arkham City DLC is kind of selling the game too short. I think that's not the right thing to talk about. I think that what you should be talking about is the story and the game and what it adds to it. And what it adds is really good boss fights, a really good knit story. It's not gonna leave you like thinking or, you know, going to bed. Remember, like it's going. You're going to go and you're gonna have a great time. And I just love the feeling. I love the Christmas feeling of it. So it's an S tier. And depending on the day, it might be my favorite. So I usually tie City and Origins, but City has such a special place in my heart that it's hard to knock off the first place spot, like all the time. Anyway, moving on. Arkham Knight. Well, here we go. This might be my controversial one. I'm putting in a B. I'm making a whole video about Arkham Knight, and the reason being is I love Arkham Knight, but I also kind of hate it. I have a love-hate relationship with this game, and because for as many positives, and there's so many positives of it, the graphics, the gameplay, I mean, it is spectacular. I love it. All the DLC is relatively pretty good, and but replaying it makes me want to like, it's the game I don't want to get to because like I think it drags on in spaces. I'll talk about this in my my hour-long fucking video, my love-hate relationship. Probably not an hour, but 30-40 minutes. But my long video that's going to come out soon of my love-hate relationship with Arkham Knight. Yeah, the Batmobile kind of sucks. At least the segments. There's also, like, I never felt the need to drive around in it for navigation. Like, I don't care. The only time I really used it a lot was going for 100%. for like the challenges and stuff. Outside of that, I really don't care, and I fucking hate the Cobras. I fucking hate. Oh my god, I hate the Cobras so much. Holy shit. Fuck the Cobras. I'm actually getting like annoyed thinking about the Cobras in my head. They're so annoying. The fact that you have to sneak up from behind is fucking ridiculous. So, I mean, it sucks. Batmobile is good when it's like it's certain fights, like when you're trying to help Ivy, who's helping you. It, that whole like stuff like that is so good with the Batmobile. And I was like, why couldn't it just be relegated to that? Why did they have to add Cobra tanks to it? I felt like it was just trying to put the Batmobile in places it didn't belong. Now, outside of that, there is something really, really good that it does. And I'll talk about more about that in the video, of course. But Poison Ivy is one that I did not expect. And I really love her ending story. And it makes me cry. And I love Poison Ivy. Oh my god! Scarecrow in this game? Oh my god. Can you imagine Arkham Knight Scarecrow in like the Batman universe? Matt Reeves needs to... That's my dream villain in that trilogy. Give me Scarecrow. Give me a really good on-screen Scarecrow. It's been done before in Batman Begins, but then they like pretty much made him into cameos in the other two. But Batman Begins, Scarecrow is also something so special, and Scarecrow is such a great villain to have. I mean, he doesn't have any, like, powers or anything, so you can keep it really good street level. I'm guessing this is Cold Heart. I put an S, I already talked about it. But these are grouped together, unless this is something else. We'll say, because I don't see it anywhere, we'll say this is Arkham Origins Blackgate, which is underrated. I think it belongs to B tier. For a 2D side-scrolling game, it is pretty fucking good. It's only 5 hours. Now, I think where it falls short is that on Steam, it is $20. Maybe that's not worth it. Wait for a sale like I did, but... Or buy it physically. I don't think they're that much, but I will look it up and show you on screen just to make sure so you know of the price charting. I first played it on PS Vita, and I love it. I love that game. Now, it's not like, wow, I'm playing Arkham on the go. It's like, oh, I'm playing like an Arkham game on the go. Like, it's Arkham-like in a lot of ways, but it's still just a 2.5D game that runs about 5 to 6 hours. But other than that, I mean, if you're playing it on a Vita or a 3DS, I mean, it is really, really good. It's just like a thing to play. Takes less than a day to beat. Like, if you just want a simple experience and kind of just get more of that Arkham Arkham Origins, I recommend it. Wait for a sale though. I think it's worth like $5 to $10. If you grab it for $10, I think that's worth it. 20 seems a little bit excessive after how long it's been out and how often the other games go on sale for cheaper than that. So, I mean, wait for a sale. But VR, I'm gonna put in C tier. I don't have much to say. I have it digitally on my PS4. I also used to play it when I had my PS4 VR hooked up and stuff. It's cool. It's a cool experience, but Arkham Shadow clearly did it the best. As like a little experience, it's alright, but you know, unlike Arkham Shadow, it's not something that you're gonna go back to. It's a neat little story in the universe that, I don't know, feels more spin-off-y than like Arkham Shadow that feels like a good entry into the mainline story. Now, I played Arkham Underground. I have it installed. I can't play it. Like, I can't physically, like, I click in and I see like all the logos and stuff, but I can't physically play it. But it was cool. It was a cool experience. I played it in high school quite a bit in that, like, 9th grade. So this was 2015 to 2016 area. But damn, it is a really cool experience. So if you can find a way to play it, or know how I can play it if it's downloaded, because I would love to go through it. I love the idea of that I played as Harley, obviously. I don't remember too much from it. I know that you kind of like just like work with a faction. So I think it's like Harley Quinn, Two-Face, or maybe the Penguin as like the 3 options or something. But I remember having quite a bit of fun, but you can't play it anymore, so delist it. And also, it's just not that great. Alright, so now we're getting into like Return to Arkham remasters and how well they handled it. Why is it B tier? Look, I much rather just play in my PC and play the Game of the Year editions. I think they still look better. The hardware limitations of the time like made it so much more darker, and I feel like the remasters left out so many details, especially like in like the character models. That being said, if you're going to play them on modern hardware, Return to Arkham is a really, really good deal. Play it, because you're still getting the great experience from Asylum and City. Just as remasters go compared to other ones, it just doesn't hit the mark as much as other remasters do. But if you really just want to play Arkham Asylum and Arkham City on your PS5s and your Series X and S's and Switches, but on PC, I don't even know if you can get Return to Arkham. Can you get Return to Arkham on PC? I have the Game of the Year edition, so I just play that. I think it looks a lot better too. But if you're going to play it on modern hardware, I would recommend getting it, because it is that same great gameplay, same great story. This is mainly nitpicky reasons why I'm putting it in B tier. So that's another video. Suicide Squad in 2026 coming soon, because as I said in my Gotham Knights video, I'm a masochist. This literally does not need to be explained, and this game genuinely makes me not like Harley. Which I thought was impossible, because I love Harley. No redeeming qualities at all. The gameplay sucks, the story sucks, the visuals suck, the world sucks, I suck, you suck, we all suck. I'm moving on. It's looking at the cover pisses me off. And I think Shadow is S tier. I'll put it in A. Here's why. Why is it A tier and not S tier, which you just said it was? S tier story, I'll say it. I never actually played it. I've watched like Batman Arkham videos, like whole playthrough. I've seen so many videos about it on Gotham Paladin's channel, getting into like the lore, the detail. The only reason I haven't played it is because I don't have a MetaQuest 3, and after they shut down Camouflage, I'm not getting a MetaQuest 3 until I can find it for a fair price. If one of my friends who has one's willing to sell it one day, I'd love to buy it and check it out. But man, I do not want to go through the trouble of giving Meta money when they shut down the people that brought us this amazing game. I'm putting an S tier. I literally just convinced myself. I put in A just because I was like, well, I don't know how I react to the feeling of it. As somebody with like motion sickness, VR games really have to be kind of optimized for me to like really be able to play it for long sessions. Story alone, the fact that they brought like Roger Craig Smith back, Troy Baker, I love Elijah Wood's in it as the Scarecrow, which is insane. I love it. I love Arkham Shadow's story and the world and what they did. I think VR and it's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out, and I'm glad I did. So I do know the story. I do know how it fits in. I do know the timeline and lore. I just haven't physically had it in my hands, but as soon as I get them out of Quest 3, one day, I'm definitely gonna play the shit out of it. Hopefully it doesn't get delisted ever, but knowing games nowadays and how you don't own shit, especially in a company like Meta, we'll see. Anyway, that is my official ranking of the Arkham games. Let me know if I'm fucking stupid, and let me know what you would place. What's your favorite? Give me your hot takes. Give me your cold takes. Give me your hot takes. Give me your lukewarm. I wanna know what you feel, what you've been waiting to get out, what you just want to scream for the rooftops is the best and what's the worst. Let me know where you would rank these, and hopefully I'll see you again, because there will be more tier lists coming soon, very soon, in fact, as I work on larger videos. So again, thank you so much for watching. It's been great. I love doing videos. And I always will. I love you all. I love Arkham and I love Batman. So no dissing any of these games except for Suicide Squad. That can eat my ass dry. I'll see you soon.